Hi, this is Linda Shea with Drilling Contractor. I'm reporting from the 2017 IADC World Drilling Conference in Amsterdam. And joining me today is Matt Adams with Douglas Westwood, who gave a presentation this morning about the drilling outlook. Matt, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So on the macro level, how does onshore look today compared with offshore?
Hugely more positive. If we're talking onshore US specifically, we're talking about well spuds going up to maybe 35,000 by the end of 2023 compared to 10,000 in 2016. So huge growth prospects in the US. We've seen the rig count go up quite a lot in the last 18 months, 12 months. We're expecting that to continue over the next end of the year.
And you said that there were only 10,000 onshore well spuds in 2016, but that you expect that to increase to 35,000 by 2023. So where will most of these new well spuds take place, and what will drive this increase?
It's a fantastic question. I mean, if you look at the Permian and the Eagle Ford recently, that's where the majority of the gains have been. But if we look further afield, it's going to be from the less core acreage in the other plays most likely. Some question marks over places like the Bakken, where I've seen reports that maybe the actual drillable acreage might dry up in the next kind of 5 years or so. But that's not our research, But it's going to be quite a good question to answer over the next few years.
You also talked about the end of the Golden Triangle for deep water. Can you talk a little bit more about that and tell us where you think the new frontiers in deep water will be?
Yes, certainly. So when we're talking about the Golden Triangle, we're talking about the US, Gulf of Mexico, Brazil, and West Africa. And we're expecting the drilling activity in deep water to move away from that. And we're looking into new frontiers, as you mentioned, such as Guyana with the Liza field, East Africa with Mozambique and Coral, and etc. And then into the Mediterranean with all the stuff that's going on in Egypt at the moment. And then outside of that, India looks quite promising for deep water as well, with the, I think it's the KG-D9 project. Huge prospects outside of the Golden Triangle at the moment.
And finally, can you tell us what you see in terms of spending for offshore and onshore over the next several years?
Yes, certainly. So onshore, we're expecting a huge amount of growth, especially in drilling and well services, which is the spend on completion, drilling, etc. So that's going to match the drilling trend. On the offshore space, we're expecting the low day rates for rigs to remain kind of at the level that they are right now. Maybe a slight increase in utilization, which might bring up a small increase in rig rates. But in the expenditure side, the offshore is certainly going to be broadly flat over the next few years, whereas onshore trending upwards, hopefully.
Well, thank you for your insights today, Matt. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me. Thanks.
And thank you, viewers, for joining us on drillingcontractor.org.